Welcome back, riders, to another week in the passenger seat. Woo! It's been a while.
What a long week it's been.
Yeah, what a long week. A couple of weeks it's been. Yeah, sorry, folks. It's life. We've said it before. We'll say it again. We have lives. Not that anybody else doesn't. It's just
all those
stuff
other
gets complicated.
YouTubers, no lives.
No lives. Stuff gets complicated. We're really sorry about that. Hopefully, we didn't keep you on too much of a thread waiting on us. So we're happy to be back. We're happy to be, getting back in the groove. And yeah, we hope all of our writers are doing good as well. Now, before we hop in, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. We always appreciate y'all. And let's get right into this. So, nerd news.
Speaking about commenting, before we start our nerd news, I know time has passed, and maybe this is a good thing that we've given you enough time. Please comment down below what you thought was better, Fantastic Four or Superman. I know was in everybody's heads when these movies are coming out, so we'd like to hear your opinion. I have mine, but it's fine.
We can do a poll.
We can do a poll too. You guys can answer our poll: Superman or Fantastic Four.
We got like two answers. Just you and me. Anyways, let's hop into this. We, as always, we don't have a lot of nerd news. The majority is because a lot of things have already transpired, kind of old.
Yes.
At this point, some of the stuff may still kind of be old. So yeah, but in my case, I'll start off talking a little bit about two upcoming sets for Magic, making really big waves, and that is obviously the most, the one that's coming up next, which is Spiderman. That collaboration
Spider-Man, or like, is it movie Spider-Man or comic Spider-Man?
Comic Spider-Man.
Nice.
So this collaboration is going to be huge. They've already revealed a bunch of cards, which, have people going bananas. We have Spider-Punk, which his ability is insane. And so, yeah, we have other cards like the Soul Stone. Soul Stone's going to be making the Soul Stone's going to be making a huge amount of waves within the MTG community. We also, obviously, because we're getting the Soul Stone, the question leads into, are we going to get the rest of the Infinity Stones? The idea is that, they're going to release more Marvel sets in, down the line.
Per character, per stone?
Yeah. Oh, well, I don't think per character stone per se. I just feel like they're going to make like an actual block for Marvel characters. And if they released more Infinity Stones as good as, the Soul Stone, because this one's pretty bonkers, then we can expect, financially, Hasbro, if I'm not mistaken, I believe it's Hasbro who got Wizards of the Coast. They're going to be making bank. So let's talk real quickly. I want to backtrack into Final Fantasy. I don't know if we mentioned this before or if I mentioned it to you. So if my information is correct, let me see here.
He's looking. He's looking.
So I don't know if I mentioned this to you, but do you know how much money, how much the Final Fantasy set made? That collaboration with Magic in the first day.
I don't know. Over 100,000?
$200 million.
Jesus Christ! Wow.
On the first day.
That's pretty. Wow. Yeah, so that means Magic isn't going to stop these collaborations anytime soon.
There you go. A topic, a point of contention I actually want to bring up. As a company, why would you? I know a lot of people upset about, these sets, the universes beyond, whatever. They don't enjoy it. They want Magic to be Magic again. Make Magic great again. But yeah, I don't see Wizards of the Coast, Hasbro stopping anytime soon. I mean, Final Fantasy set a precedent for the game that for every game really wants to make a profit, and they're gonna keep going down this route, this road. Yeah, so Spider-Man's gonna be a big thing. I believe the rest of the Marvel are gonna be huge, especially if you want to be one of those. You have people of the game, like actual Magic. You have fans who are who are fans of Marvel, the Marvel universe. You have collectors, you have scalpers. Like things are just going to go nuts. And I believe that search for all of the Infinity Stones is going to be huge. I really do believe that's going to be a thing. And the other thing I was going to say was there's just a lot of potential to use IPs. There's a lot of potential to use different IPs. Like we've seen it a lot with all the cards coming out for Universes Beyond. But yeah, just like I said before, Final Fantasy set a precedent that's going to be hard to beat.
That's a lot of freaking money.
Yes. Now, on the coattails of what I just said for the Spider-Man collaboration, we have the next big thing with, the next big release after Spider-Man, which is the other collaboration with Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yeah,
which
there was only like 3 cards out at the time.
Yes, and I believe the last time I talked to you about it, because I didn't really have proper information, was that my initial thought was that it was just a secret lair. No, it's getting an entire set.
Ooh.
Yeah. And they've already revealed a bunch of new cards, and they are looking absolutely amazing. All the flavor of like air bending, water bending, earth bending, all that stuff is really cool. They have the obviously iconic characters like obviously you have the mainstay characters, and then you have a couple others that are flavor wise add something really nice to the game. Like you have the cabbage merchant.
Yeah.
Yeah, which basically what he does is that he creates food tokens, aka cabbages, and every time you get hit by an opposing creature, you have to destroy one of your food tokens, which is hilarious.
My cabbage.
My cabbages. I think if I did make a deck with the cabbage merchant, it would literally just be solely focused on making as many food tokens as possible and then blowing them all up in one go. So yeah. Toph is a character that's getting a lot of hype right now. Because what she's doing is that she's not renovating, what's the word? She's revolutionizing the way people are gonna play artifact decks, which is huge. And we'll put a photo up here of Toph. So yeah, really exciting, dude. Really exciting. I can sit here and talk shit on how Hasbro is being greedy with what they're doing, because for the Avatar set, they're coming out with something called the Commander Bundle, which doesn't look too great. I'm not going to sit here and bore everybody with why, but for people who play the game and understand more or less the environment of TCGs, they'll sort of, hopefully they'll be able to come with me on this one and be like, yeah, okay. Anyways, that's what I had regarding TCG news. If you want to go ahead and go into yours, I have one more thing, but it's more of like not news more than it is like a review. But yeah.
A review. Okay. A little bit of I only got 3 pieces of nerd news for you guys. I hope they're interesting enough. First piece of nerd news is more interesting for people either like me or older generation. But Atari, yes, Atari, you heard that correctly, is releasing a collector's edition of the Atari 2600.
Okay.
Which essentially is gonna want to be one of those games consoles where they have all the old games in it.
Mm-hmm.
But this one is the collaboration with Pac-Man. It's the collector's item edition, Pac-Man edition, and it looks sick because the whole thing is like yellow and it has like the ghost on the side and things like that. I'll put a picture up in here. I'm just gonna send the one I have to Joseph right now so he can take a quick gander at it.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you some stuff as well. Now that you brought that up. Oh, that's a really nice looking Atari. That's a
Yeah, I
really
know,
nice looking
right?
Atari. Wow,
So
yeah, I love.
again, if you want to play all the old games, or maybe your grandparents' games or dad's or whatever, like you go ahead. It's pretty cool. I don't even, don't have a pricing for it yet, but I think it's freaking dope. So I'm gonna go ahead and figure that out. See if I can get my hands on one. Um, that's the first piece of news I have. The second piece of news I have is a comic book news for all my comic book heads out there. DC and Marvel are making another collaboration on comic books. It's not necessarily a full-on storyline. It's going to be issues like for just stories essentially, and the way it's going to be is that it's an issue of two characters solving something, and it's going to be like the way the issues are going to be called. It's going to be called like, okay, I'll as an example, I'll set it out like this. The first one coming out in September is being released by Marvel, and it's called Deadpool and Batman #1. And then after that, the next one getting released is called Batman and Deadpool #1 by DC. So they changed the whose name goes first, and people might be like, oh, like then it's just a name change. No, these are two issues that actually go hand in hand, and the story continues. They're not just the same issue with two different names. Which is pretty cool. I don't really understand the collaboration, and maybe it's just to make money. Maybe it's just to do a little funny stories about like what would it be like if Deadpool hanged out with Batman.
Yeah, I think it's the contrast between someone as serious as Batman and Deadpool. It's just someone is upbeat and very annoying as Deadpool.
Yeah, with Batman being all serious. I mean, it's gonna be
Yeah.
funny. It's gonna be funny. But they're not stopping there because shortly after they're doing Daredevil and Green Arrow. That's pretty fun, cool to me. I know they don't have. They both kind of work the same. Kind of.
Yeah, I mean, I would have chosen someone else other than Green Arrow, but okay.
And then they have an issue coming out with Captain America and Wonder Woman, which makes sense. Captain America, Wonder Woman, they're probably maybe it's a story based in World War II. That'd be pretty cool, like that makes a lot of sense. And
Yeah.
last but not least, Crypto the Superdog with, lo and behold, because he's getting so much popularity, is Jeff the Land Shark.
Jeff the Shark. Okay. I feel like I don't know, there could have been other characters. But what okay. Okay. That's fine.
Oh, that's what's
That's
been
fine.
announced so far. I mean, obviously it's because of Marvel Rivals, and Jeff got his own comic this year. Jeff is on a really high rise right now in Marvel, and he's selling. He's selling his merchandise, the comics, everything, because he's a cute little thing.
Yeah.
Cuteness house. My last piece of news, which is kind of it's an interesting one, but I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I've never actually seen My Adventures with Superman. I don't know if you've seen it. I've never seen it.
Hold up. Which one is that one?
It's like My Adventures with Superman came out for HBO Max, and it's kind of like anime style.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it. Apparently,
actually, I think I have.
Oh, you did?
I think I have. Hold up. Yeah, I did. It's actually pretty good.
Oh, I gotta watch it then because it was so good. They're releasing the second season, and on top of that, they're releasing a spin-off series, but it's not based like a spin-off series in the sense of like one of the characters that appear in Superman. The spin-off series is gonna called My Adventures with Green Lantern. Same thing with My Adventures with Superman, but it's Green Lantern. And the series will mainly focus on Jessica Cruz. For those of you who don't know, Jessica Cruz is one of the other human Earth Lanterns. She is half Mexican and half Honduran. I guess.
Honduran, yeah.
I don't know. And unlike her comic book counterpart, where she joins Hal and everybody else at the right age that they are. This series is a little more animated, a little bit more for teenagers. It's going to be based on her being 15 years old in high school and the adventures that she goes through while receiving a ring from the power of O or whatever. And for those of you who are like, oh, well, I mean, that's kind of like weird. Her love interest in the show, which is also her best friend, is Kyle Rayner, which is kind of cool.
Interesting.
But it has not been disclosed if he's going to receive his ring. But why wouldn't he, right? Like, he's got to receive his ring in the show. But they're basically going to live their high school teenage lives while also fighting crime or dealing with their new ring powers or whatever the case that may be. No release date yet, but can't wait. Got to see Adventures of Superman first before I watch that.
Yeah, if they're gonna do my Adventures of Green Lantern and they don't show Dexstar, we're having a problem. Since mascots are getting, not mascots, but animals are getting their. Sorry, I got a motorcycle going by.
Their due diligence.
Yeah, so since pets or animals are getting like their own, a lot of hype right now. Basically, I wanna see one of my favorites, which is Dexstar. Yeah,
I actually like that they're doing. Besides calling it My Adventures with Green Lantern, I actually like that they're just not doing Hal Jordan.
Yeah,
It's like there's so many of them. Like, it's cool to see another one shine, especially a person like Jessica Cruz, where obviously for us, Latin representation. But
yes,
other than that, it's like no one knows that much about her. So it's nice to kind of give her that spotlight. And Kyle Rayner as well. I feel like they haven't done anything with Kyle Rayner.
yes.
So that's good.
Kyle Rayner's exciting. Obviously we've seen Jon Stewart,
Mm.
quite a bit. But
he's coming out now in the live action series.
We got Guy Gardner.
In the Superman.
In the Superman movie, I haven't watched it. I just heard that it was Guy Gardner. So, but yeah, we got Guy Gardner. And yeah, I think we've never seen Jessica Cruz. Well, no, I may be mistaken. I think we saw her once.
She's like in some of the animated,
movies, right?
Yeah. But they never really give her any spotlight like that.
Exactly. So, and dude, there's so many lanterns to go with. We majorly always focus on, like, I know they had a whole movie, but like we majorly just focus like on the Green Lanterns, and it's like, dude, there's so many lanterns to fucking explore.
Yeah. Give Kilowog more screen time.
Anyways, so my review, or basically my little rant here, is going to be, and I don't know if you've watched it, the movie Weapons.
Oof, I can't wait. I haven't seen it yet.
Okay?
Is it good?
I'm gonna say this.
Okay.
It's one of those movies that's like, I think it's getting a lot of good rating. It's hard. I'm gonna have to tiptoe around this one. I think it's getting a lot of good ratings because it's one of those movies that's like, at least from what I've seen from critics, is like, oh, what the director meant to say by doing this was he's talking about the socio whatever problems of the yada yada by doing that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was a movie that at the end of it, I was just like, huh?
Oh my god.
I don't know. You'll have to watch it, and then you'll have to tell me what you thought.
I was too busy watching the two superhero movies.
I'm not gonna say anything else because I don't want to I don't want to spoil anything for you. So I'll just leave it at that. Especially since I wish you would have seen it. That way, I could have talked about it a little bit more freely. But yeah, I mean, for me, I'd probably out of 10. I'd say maybe 7.
Wow.
For me.
Okay.
For me,
I'll definitely have to check it out.
Yeah.
The issue is my wife doesn't like this type of movies, so I can't really go to the movie theater. I'd have to go either with a friend of mine or watch it at home.
I'll say this much: you and me watched Hereditary together.
Yeah.
It's not at that level. I feel like there's some moments where she's gonna get a scare, but overall, I think she'll be able to handle it.
That's Julie
Like that.
Gardner,
Yeah, I know.
the Silver
Uh,
Surfer.
Silver Surfer. She was actually on I don't know if you knew this,
Ozark.
but Ozark. I don't know if you knew this, but the mythical crew, Good Mythical Morning.
Oh, really?
They have she wasn't on Good Mythical Morning per se. They have like another, well, their chef Josh has a channel called Mythical Kitchen, and
Oh, okay. Yes. You showed me that before.
yes, he has a series called Last Meal, and basically he invites people over and basically makes them their last meal. And yeah, it's she was on there, so it was super cool to like hear her talk about stuff. Yeah, but that's basically it. That's basically the only review I saw. Oh, a couple of things I watched these past couple of weeks. My Oxford Year, um, which is just a romance. It's like one of those Our Fault in the Stars kind of movie.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, it was not that
Was
I
it?
don't like those type. Yeah, not that I don't like those type of movies. It's just meh. It's like the same formula. They keep using it over and over, and it gets boring.
I
What
gotcha.
other film did I see other than my Oxford Year? Oh, I
We
watched.
finished. Oh, sorry.
Oh no, you go ahead.
No, no. I was gonna say that I just finished part 1 of season 2 of Wednesday. The first 4 episodes or whatever.
I haven't really been that interested in watching Wednesday, but it is what it is.
Yeah, you gotta support Puerto Ricans, man.
Yeah, that'll. Um, have you kept up? Have you tried watching Steven again?
No, I haven't. I don't.
Mm,
I'm sorry.
wow, I'm disappointed. Um, so I also watched it's a I believe it's a Korean animated film.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say that show, the K-pop Demon Hunters, whatever.
Watch that too. Watch that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. The K-pop Demon Hunters was pretty cool. The one that I watched was I think it's called Lost in Starlight or something.
Okay.
Think that one's Korean, if I'm not mistaken. Um, let
It's
me
got to
look
be
it up.
Japanese and raises.
Maybe Lost in Starlight. It was actually really cool. Yeah, Lost in Starlight. It was actually a really cool movie. I like that one a lot. The animation was spot on. Um, and there was something else I was gonna mention. We got Shin Godzilla coming up. That's
I've
exciting.
heard.
Yeah, Shin Godzilla's coming up, and I think, excuse me. Okay. And I think that's about it. I felt like I was gonna say one more thing, and I totally blanked. Regarding like movies and TV shows and stuff. Oh, there's a movie that came out recently on Netflix that I want to watch. It's called Fixed, I think. The animated
Oh,
one
is it
with the dogs.
the animated ones? Yeah, I haven't
Yeah,
seen it either.
yeah. It looks fun. It looks
Oh.
fun. I actually kind of want to watch because it's like an adult animation.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, so it seems very fun, right up our alley. Anyways, so yeah, we've been talking a lot, writers. Hopefully you found some of this interesting, or all of this interesting, or maybe none of it interesting. I don't know. At least you watched it, and that's the important part.
That's a sad thing to say, but yes, it's
with,
very much true.
yeah, with that being said, though, we really appreciate y'all. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, until next time, peace out.
Peace.